Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet. Expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales. Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lee Burkeen.
Curtis Matherne, boys basketball coach, athletic director at Oak Forest Academy.
Good to meet you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
12 years, man. We were talking in your coach's break room we were telling some old stories. And I was learning about your league, MAIS and all those Mississippi teams. And man, you were throwing out all these great players that are over 6'5", 6'7", 6'9", 6'11".
Right.
Your guy's 6'8", who we interviewed, is going to Southeastern.
Correct.
Garrett. But tell everybody about the competition, because when you get to the playoffs, these Mississippi schools are loaded with size and talent.
Correct. When I first got in this league, I used to tell people our league was pretty comparable to like a Greg Popovich ran San Antonio Spurs team. They would just backdoor you to death and run UCLAs and zippers. They would just schematically do unbelievable things. It was highly, highly, highly coached at a high level. And then you see over the last 5 or 6 years that the athletes and the talent are really pouring into our league. You got ex-NBA guys sending their sons into our league, and really good guys in the Jackson area that are going to play at the next level. Up north Mississippi, really good basketball. I've always said that when it comes down to getting in the South State and state tournament and overall tournament, the basketball that's played in the MAIS, to me, is probably some of the better basketball in the entire South.
We were talking about Jackson Prep in this past year. They had a kid go pro MLB, first round, top 5 pick, Connor Griffin.
Correct.
He's committed to LSU baseball. Everybody, from ESPN to Sports Illustrated, everybody wrote about Connor. You said they got a kid who is just as good as Connor at Jackson Prep, same school.
Correct.
That you faced in basketball.
Yeah, they have a sophomore, Kevin Roberts Jr. He is a 6'4", 6'5", big, strong, freak athlete. You can't hardly keep him off of the glass. He gets to every loose ball. He catches anywhere from 6 or 8 feet to the basket. He's going to elevate over the top of you and has good enough touch to get it on the rim and usually trickle it in. I think the world of him. We've had 2 very high, intense games that went down to the last possession. And he was always the one we talked about in the timeout majority of the time to make sure that if he didn't get the last shot, you kept him off of the glass to make sure he didn't get a rebound tip in or something like that.
And his dad, you told me, went to Southeastern?
He did. He played football at Southeastern. He played over there with Coach Drew, our headmaster, and was a really good football linebacker over there. And his son is, to me, I think will end up one of the better high school baseball players in the country, and you'll probably hear a lot about him over the next 2 years.
He's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore.
6'4", 6'5".
Just big, strong athlete and a great kid.
Isn't that crazy that a school from MAIS in Mississippi, Jackson Prep, has got a chance within 3 years, 2 kids going to first round?
Correct.
Of the MLB first round.
Correct.
And you're playing this program.
Correct. We got a great relationship.
And talk about Eric, is it Dampier?
Eric Dampier Jr.
Who was a long-time NBA guy. His son, who's 6'11".
Correct.
You said he's a heck of a freshman, and you have to face him.
Correct. We played them twice this year at their place here as well. He's a freshman, but he does not look like a
6'11".
He's 6'11". He's also big and strong. He's kind of your old school post player, back to the basket, bruiser, baby hooks, up and unders, will face up and shoot the little mid-range. But you can tell the older he's getting, the more skilled he's getting, the better his feet are getting. He's probably the best freshman in the country, basketball-wise. And, of course, with his dad's genes, they've named the arena after his dad. And played in the NBA, won multiple NBA championships, and his son is just shooting right back up that alley.
Talk about Garrett, your guy, who's 6'8", 200 pounds, looks to be 210, 215 when he arrives at Southeastern. What is Southeastern getting? And Garrett's a great kid.
Correct. It was fun with Garrett. I got really good advice from one of my buddies, Mike Cyprian, when Garrett started getting recruited and all these visits. Enjoy it. And we enjoyed every second. He went on some really, really good visits and had some really good conversations with some really good programs around the country. Garrett is a family man. He loves his parents. He loves his grandparents. So he decided to stay right here home. He built a great relationship with Southeastern staff. I think they're getting a 6'8", 6'9", really good athlete, but is very skilled. We always compare him to a foreigner's game. He's 6'8", 6'9", but he handles it great. He's got quick twitch handles. He shot 38% from 3 this year, 71% from 2, averaged 28.5 during the playoffs. But he's also a really good athlete, plays above the rim, can run, can jump. And I think he's just now scratching the surface. I think we're going to look up in a year or two, and my hope and my desire and my mindset is Southeastern's going to build around him, and he's going to end up really putting that program in places that we only can hope, NCAA tournament runs and things like that.
Garrett told me his dad is 6'8".
He's 6'8", 6'9".
And he said he's got a brother 6'9"?
He does.
So he's still growing.
Correct.
He might be 6'10" when he's done.
I hope. We all hope.
Yeah. Then Southeastern's going to have to fight off all these programs.
Correct.
But Coach, I'm glad I was able to interview you. And you want to do a shout out to anybody listening, anything you want to say about the MAIS League for basketball out of Oak Forest here in Amite?
First, I'll say, if you came to an Oak Forest game, you understand how much support we have. It's standing room only. It's rocking. People are on the baselines and the sidelines and in coaching boxes. It's always a packed house. So we thank our supporters. We had a really good year. We went 35-4, and we beat 2 teams that were in the top 100 in the country. So I'm very proud of what our guys have done and built here. We have an amazing support staff with our parents and our administrators and our office staff and things like that. Appreciate all the coaches that have reached out and kept up with us this year. All the colleges that have reached out and came to games and came to practices and came to weightlifting sessions. That means a lot to us. So we're very appreciative of what the guys have built, and that people are recognizing and understanding that Oak Forest basketball is in the top tier, and I couldn't be more proud of what these guys have built.
The Oak Hill of Louisiana.
We try.
Basketball people know what we're talking about.
Correct.
Oak Hill, Virginia, that's produced a ton of D1 basketball players.
Correct.
Coach, appreciate you, man, and good luck for the next year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King.